Living alone, as an older man, may seem daunting at first, but once you get used to it, it becomes one of the most enriching experiences. It's not just about the peace and quiet. There's something much deeper and more personal at play. For most of us, this stage of life represents a shift in priorities. The world we once knew, full of responsibilities and social demands, has quieted down, and with that comes an entirely new way of seeing things. But why is this time so special? Why does living alone, particularly in the later years, feel so fulfilling? Perhaps it's because we've lived a lifetime of changes, growth, and evolution. At this point, we know ourselves better than ever before, and when the world quiets down around us, we're finally able to tune in to the rhythm of our own thoughts, passions, and desires. It's in the silence that we begin to hear our own voices louder. It's not just about enjoying the space, but about recognizing that this space is a canvas. This space allows for the freedom to create, to reflect, and to truly live in a way that is uniquely our own. The importance of personal space. When you've lived much of your life surrounded by others, the idea of living alone can be intimidating. But once you settle into it, you realize how deeply refreshing and liberating it can be. This is your space, and it's yours to shape as you please. From the way you decorate it to the rhythms of your daily routines, this is a place where you are free from the expectations or influence of others. Creating this environment, however small or large, becomes a project in and of itself. There is joy in transforming your living space into something that reflects who you are today. Whether you fill it with books, music, or simple comforts, the act of curating your surroundings becomes a meditative process that nourishes the soul. This is your sanctuary. It's where you can exist freely, without judgment. It's a space that fosters growth and introspection. And in a world that constantly demands more of us, there's something incredibly fulfilling about creating a space that's entirely yours. Reconnecting with your passions. One of the most significant emotional rewards of living alone is the opportunity to reconnect with your passions. For many of us, life's demands, raising a family, working, fulfilling responsibilities, have often pushed our personal desires to the back burner. But when you live alone, you can turn your attention back to the things that bring you joy. Whether it's painting, writing, gardening, cooking, or any other passion you've neglected over the years, this is the time to rediscover what lights you up. You have the time and space to focus deeply on what excites you and to explore new hobbies or interests without worrying about what others might think. Living alone means you don't need to share your time with anyone else unless you choose to. It means your schedule is entirely your own. You can immerse yourself in activities that nurture your creativity and personal growth. And over time, you begin to see the immense value in the joy these activities bring you. Freedom and autonomy. Perhaps one of the greatest joys of living alone is the freedom it offers. The autonomy to make decisions without consulting others is empowering. You no longer have to consider the needs or preferences of a partner, children, or roommates. Your life is fully in your hands. This kind of freedom extends beyond daily routines. It stretches into every area of your life. You can choose how you spend your time, what you eat, what you watch, and even the pace of your life. There is no pressure to keep up with anyone else's expectations or schedules. For those who have spent decades being responsible for others, whether it be as a partner, a parent, or in some other capacity, this independence is a precious gift. It provides a sense of control and peace that can be difficult to describe. It's the freedom to be yourself without compromise. The power of reflection. Living alone provides an ideal environment for reflection. In the quiet moments, when there are no distractions or obligations, you have the space to think deeply about your life. You can reflect on the past, think about the present, and even dream about the future. This time of reflection can be deeply transformative. It allows you to process old emotions, heal from past wounds, and gain new perspectives on life. There is also a certain amount of closure that comes with this time. It's an opportunity to evaluate your life's journey and make peace with the chapters that have passed. For many older individuals, this time of reflection can lead to new understandings of themselves. It allows for personal growth in ways that were difficult or impossible when there were so many external demands. Embracing solitude without loneliness. One of the common misconceptions about living alone is that it's synonymous with loneliness. While it's true that solitude can sometimes lead to moments of isolation, it doesn't have to be a negative experience. In fact, it can be incredibly enriching. Loneliness is often linked to a sense of disconnection from others, but solitude is a choice. It is the conscious decision to spend time alone in order to recharge, reflect, and reconnect with yourself. When you learn to embrace solitude, it becomes a powerful tool for personal growth and rejuvenation. As you spend time in solitude, you may discover new facets of yourself, reclaim old dreams, or find peace in ways you never expected. The key is to recognize the difference between solitude, an enriching, self-empowering experience, and loneliness, which often arises from unmet emotional needs. New social opportunities. Even though you're living alone, it doesn't mean you're isolated from the world. In fact, living alone can sometimes make you more open to new social opportunities. With more time on your hands, you may find yourself engaging in social activities that you wouldn't have considered before. Whether it's joining a book club, attending local community events, or reconnecting with old friends, living alone gives you the space to nurture and grow your social circle. And since you're not juggling the responsibilities of a full household, you can be more intentional about the relationships you cultivate. These new connections often come with the freedom of less expectation or pressure. You can engage in social interactions without the burden of constantly managing the needs of others. New social opportunities. Even though you're living alone, it doesn't mean you're isolated from the world. In fact, living alone can sometimes make you more open to new social opportunities. With more time on your hands, you may find yourself engaging in social activities that you wouldn't have considered before. Whether it's joining a book club, attending local community events, or reconnecting with old friends, living alone gives you the space to nurture and grow your social circle. And since you're not juggling the responsibilities of a full household, you can be more intentional about the relationships you cultivate. These new connections often come with the freedom of less expectation or pressure. You can engage in social interactions without the burden of constantly managing the needs of others. Taking control of your health and well-being. Living alone offers the opportunity to take control of your health and well-being in a way that may not have been possible in earlier years. You can choose the foods you eat, the exercise you engage in, and the overall lifestyle you lead. Many older individuals find that they are able to make healthier decisions when they are living on their own. They can focus on their physical health without distractions or compromises. They can establish new routines that support their well-being. And over time, these small but consistent changes can lead to improved physical and mental health. Additionally, the solitude offers the opportunity to listen to your body in a way that may have been harder in busier times. You can notice the subtle signs that your body is giving you and take the necessary steps to address them. Savoring the simple pleasures. As an older man living alone, you begin to savor the simple pleasures of life. There's beauty in the quiet cup of tea you drink in the morning, the sunset you watch from your window, or the satisfaction of completing a small task. These seemingly minor moments become treasures when you're living on your own. Without the noise of everyday obligations, you can truly appreciate the small things, the scent of fresh flowers, the sound of rain against your window, the joy of reading a book uninterrupted. These simple pleasures enrich your life in ways that often go unnoticed when you're living a busy, communal lifestyle. It's these small moments of joy that remind you of the beauty of living alone. They show you that happiness isn't necessarily about grand achievements or constant socializing. Sometimes it's about enjoying the quiet moments that make life meaningful. The wisdom of experience. Finally, living alone as an older man provides a unique opportunity to embrace the wisdom that comes with experience. The lessons learned throughout your life are valuable tools, and living alone allows you to reflect on them and pass them along to others, if you choose. You've lived through ups and downs, triumphs and challenges, and now you have a deep well of knowledge to draw from. Whether it's offering advice to younger generations or simply sharing your life story with those who are willing to listen, living alone gives you the chance to become a guide for others. This wisdom is a gift, not just to others, but to yourself. It's a reminder that despite any struggles or losses, you are stronger, wiser, and more content than you may have realized.